Good, Gemini. Welcome back to Divinity Gems. Trying to keep these videos going. Fighting every day. New moon coming this week in Scorpio on the 7th. So transformations. Scorpio, I transform. This is definitely going to bring a change. Some area of your life, Gemini. I was pulling these. Before I pulled these this morning, I was actually doing some research last night. What am I looking for? Okay. On the new moon in Scorpio, I feel like it's a lot of energy. It's a strong energy. Scorpio is always an intense type of feeling, type of energy. But with the moon in Scorpio, it says desire and passions are what move you. Your feelings are intense. That's the one thing that stuck out to me. It's going to be some heated feelings around the world. And you can be moody, brooding, easily hurt. It says you form strong attachments. You're fiercely loyal, but jealous and possessive as well. Tend to be secretive, dominating, aggressive, impatient, stubborn. But in general, your feelings are so strong that they need mastering. So whatever strong, intense feelings that you need to learn how to master, I expect them to come up at this new moon, a new beginning. Pride is going to be involved here. Strong body, strong will, strong pride. Passing judgments on others quickly. That type of the energy right there. It says many of the moon's natural functions are impaired in Scorpio. So if you have difficulty being truly receptive, mothering, nurturing, domestic, feelings of senses of power, wealth, business, politics. It's a whole lot of intense, strong type of energy if you can get the gist of what wave of energy is coming. But overall, as Scorpio sun sign, I create, I transform under Mars, but Pluto type of action as well. But adjustments, compromises necessary in relationships, definitely. Tests, personalities, essentials. It says personality essentials, knowing how to say no and to go without if need be. Intense, moody, they both are saying that. Cutting through the heart of things, getting to the heart of the matter, all coming out and all involved in this new moon. Let's get to it. Jimmies. Let's get to it. 4-card spread, course of action spread coming off of the Black Moon Astrology deck. 4 cards, overall energy, course of action not to take, course of action to take, and then overall outcome. Boy, this has been out a lot, and this looks familiar. Wow. Pluto transformation. I mean, some of these cards for some of my different signs are in the same exact spot on this 4-card spread. This is an intense planet. If you think you're alone, we are all connected. We are so all connected. Pluto transformation, Gemini, is the overall theme. This is a transformation to your life coming, a much needed transformation coming. It is an awakening with that 11 on there. As we are in November, the 11th month, I expect lots of awakenings as November 1st started off intense for a whole lot of people. By the time we get to 11/11, best believe, so you're going to be aware of some things you weren't aware of, and your life is going to take on a different form. Pluto transformation being the overall energy. Course of action not to take. Got 11th house friends. This is advising us not to allow ourselves to be in any type of third-party situations, and putting ourselves in any type of third-party situations here. If you can see what's going on this card. One of them type of situations there. It's saying avoid it. Avoid it this week. If somebody is looking at you like they're trying to seduce you in some type of way, lead you, persuade you to do something that is not in your own best interest, somebody trying to pull you. This doesn't have to be a relationship, though it looks that way to me. So for a lot of you, you will feel this type of energy here. The resisting of this is encouraged by spirit, saying, don't do this, because this is beneath you. This is beneath you. And it's unfair to the other parties involved. Now, if all three parties are wonderful with this, then it's wonderful. But this is the course of action not to take for a reason, because it does lead to we go back to those feelings of everything that we talking about, possessiveness, jealousy, and all that stuff. Course of action not to take. Not going to fare well for you this week. And there is a transformation coming to any situation like this. If it is a pre-existing situation, this transformation is to undo that situation. We'll get some clarity though. That's deep right there, because that was in about 3 other signs in that same spot. Like, what is going? Who are all these people sharing lovers? I don't know about that. Let's keep going, Gemini. Course of action to take. This is a Saturn moment. This lets me know this is a Saturn moment here. It's a lesson. It's a lesson. And hopefully it was a lesson learned, but is the course of action to take is apply this lesson learned here, because Saturn was definitely involved in this lesson, because he did not like what he saw and he felt the need to transform that. Saturn's like your daddy. I'm telling you, ain't playing. Ain't playing. It is breaking this type of situation up all day long. If this is some deceit, some lying, deception, 3-way stuff, it's breaking that up. Definitely a transformation coming to that. 7th house partners was what this was all about. So I'm really feeling like this is what this is about. It's a partner. It's 2 people depicted on this card, and a partner love type of union here. Somebody's coming and interfering with that. And in your 7th house partners, you definitely get that lesson. This has been going on for Gemini, I want to say for the last 4 months or so. And this is about recreating, as Saturn was probably in your 7th house of partners, or wherever your partnership house is lying at this moment. Trying to make sure that our relationships are stable and correct and healthy. So if you are in a marriage, Gemini, it may have been bringing little lingering issues to the surface, so that we can readdress them, so that we can deal with them once and for all. If we've been just pushing them under the rug a little bit, every time they come up, we get angry about it. And to keep the peace, we just forget about it later. But then when it comes up again, those type of things, if you're in a marriage. If you are single, this has definitely been a soulmate type of roller coaster situation here that needed some transformation going on to it, as Saturn is trying to iron out the details of who belongs with you, and who would be the happiest, healthiest partner for you in this situation. This is how this is playing out. 11th house friends is telling you any type of deception, third party, weirdness going on is about to be transformed. And then that is definitely going across your 7th house partner. Let's pull a clarifier for each of these from each of my decks I pre-pulled. From the Rider deck, we're going to pull a clarifier for each of these. From the Crystal Vision deck, we're going to pull a clarifier for each of these. And then from the Vision Quest deck, we're going to pull another one of these. One, two, three, and four. All right. Clarifying Pluto transformation. I have the Magician card, 7 of Pentacles, and 7 of Water. Transforming and awakening. I feel like you are going to find out how you have the power to transform this situation. If you are the magician, this is your power. This is your creative energies. This is your creative juices flowing here in order to transform this situation. And you're going to recreate and transform this situation. I think once you come into your transformation, being the 11 with the understanding of what this was and how it is playing out, 7 of Pentacles, you are working way too hard, Gemini. Working way too hard in this situation here. or allowing someone else to work hard while you took a break and just chilled and got benefits in your hand, the fruits of someone else's labor while you were chilling. Take it how it resonates. So if you were the one doing all the pinnacle work and you weren't getting any type of reciprocity, then you are the magician transforming this situation to where you're not going to do that anymore. You are releasing that emotional burden there with that five of, with the 7 of water, with those 5 being released, which is lost, and those 2 remaining, which is the 2 of cups. So you are releasing any situation that was not emotionally fulfilling for you here. That situation, you're about to transform it. You're about to transform it as the magician. You are changing anything that is emotionally disappointing you at this moment, Gemini. Moving over to this third party situation. Anything that was going on in this type of way, where you weren't getting full commitment here, course of action not to take, because it's not just. That's an injustice. And definitely the justice card would be in reverse on that type of situation. That's not justice. Endurance in reverse. Holding on here, which is also 7 of Wands. But this is endurance. It was in reverse. You are no longer holding on to injustice situations like this. All day. All day. No justice, no peace, no endurance. And there is your strength, Gemini. There is your strength to resist anything like this. You aren't right. You are committed. You aren't true. You're not in this for the right reasons. Then no. Not holding on to anything that's not balanced, that's not just. I'm not going to keep on enduring and trying to fight to hold on to something that's not great. I'm going to use a lot of strength to resist that situation and to end that situation, Gemini, because you don't deserve this. You don't deserve that. You're going to be strong enough to change it. Course of action to take. We're talking about Saturn here. We're talking about your Empress status here, Gemini. You are not changing that and lowering that to become involved in any type of thing like this, because you know who you are. You know who you are. This is a bad chick right here is the Empress. Pregnant in most decks because she is embracing the new, embodying the new. Some of you, it can be the birth of a new baby or the stability, or you have just given birth. For some of you, this is a mommy, a nurturing type of woman who's always been there, who will always be a great mother, a great provider for her household, a nurturer. This is the Empress. But if it's not about a pregnancy, this isn't just about the strength of the Empress type of energy. This is the Empress, as we know, embodies all the Queen's energy. So Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, you know, all of that, Queen of Swords. She's got all of them queens already in her. That's high game right there. This is high vibration. And so if you are a female, you are remaining in this high vibration, resisting anything that's injustice to you as the Empress, resisting it. If you are a male, you are only desiring someone like the Empress. You don't want to have a woman in your life that is not nurturing, a woman that does not know how to take care of children, a woman that is, can't provide and be that backbone for you as in her role as the Empress. You only have an Empress if you're an emperor, though. She can't settle for less than that. She can't do it. If she is, she will not be. And if you are looking for her, this is why you can't have her, because she will not be settling for anything that comes at her with less than Empress status. Course of action. This is holding on to things with a string because of your integrity here, trying to help, as you always do. Not going to work in this situation because the inner work has been done here. These all 3 clarifying the Saturn return age. Why? Because the Empress is used to holding on to situations like this. So Gemini, in this instance, you are used to sometimes holding on to situations longer than you should, just because you are a person of integrity and you want to help. You want to nurture. The Empress nurtures. You want to nurture. You want to help someone and be there for someone. And you see, same three. That may be you on one side and that other person on the other side and that main culprit in the middle. Either way, however this is playing out for you, this is holding on to that type of situation when you shouldn't. And this is the transformation of that right here. This is the old way the Empress used to do things, but she worked on herself. This is inner work here, 8 of Pentacles. That's inner work. She worked on herself and she rose herself to Empress status. And so to do this again would defeat all this inner work she's done for herself to get here. And that's why this situation is ending. It's ending. Not going to build yourself up to Empress status to fall back down into holding on to a situation like this. It's not what that's for. 7th house partners, clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, which to me is a single strong person right here. 9 of Pentacles, bringing accumulation and building up your wealth by yourself sometimes in order to be stable enough. And why is that clarifying the partner's house? Because you are strong already, Gemini, on your own. So any partner is not to come and bring strength to you or power to you. You're already the Empress. You're just wanting love and joy and fulfillment, but you don't need that. You've got that all on your own. Desiring companionship and love is 2 different things from desiring somebody to take care of you. You found your strength on your own because you did the inner work. And that's how you got up to this high status here. 9 of Pentacles is in reverse because this was a weak offer that was probably coming towards you. Moving slow and moving incorrectly towards the Empress. In reverse because the Empress built herself up here. The 9 of Pentacles. She's got strength coming in that area. Something new, quite possibly. The Father of Fire would be the King of Wands in another deck. Interestingly enough, there is a woman riding up there with that spirit guiding him. See that woman on the horse? In this Vision Quest deck, he is the only father, which would be the king, that needs a woman in spirit. Father Water don't have that woman in spirit guiding him. Father of Swords, Father of Air don't have it. Earth don't have it. He's sitting there with a big bowl of seeds, just happy to plant seeds everywhere. Father of Earth. But in this deck, it depicts the Father of Fire as somebody who needs a woman to guide him. She is the force behind him. She is the spirit, the horsepower behind him. He needs her. He needs her. For some of you, I feel like that after letting go of that past situation, there will be a fire sign coming towards you. For a lot of you, Gemini, I feel like there's the passing and the injustice situation is over with. And once that situation gets over with, because you were the one that was working and not receiving, I feel like new love is being offered to that Gemini, the one that was working and not receiving. Possibly Aries, Leo, Sagittarius coming towards you. For others, I feel like this is strength on your own. Building up a firm foundation on your own after some inner work. So maybe you decide you don't want to be with anybody, any type of love connection at this moment, but this is just inner work for you. Getting that strength that you need, building yourself back up to the Empress that you need to be. And learning when to let go of situations. Learning when it's okay to let go. You are a person of integrity. Then you know when the cutoff line is. Cutoff line is anytime it's unjust. Anytime it's unjust. Can't keep on enduring through injustice. Can't. Got to be strong enough to fight through it. But I'm seeing that as your overall theme here, Gemini. Sun of Earth, Ace of Fire. New starts, new beginnings, new power behind somebody coming towards you. I really feel like bringing you the gifts that were not given to you in the past when you were working here while the other person was sleeping. New gifts coming towards you, new power, new power behind that person that's coming towards you. I want to take those. Final clarity for my Geminis. Inner peace, vision quest. Yes, sir. Those are your swords up there too. And this is representative air in this deck instead of swords because it's the element. But air. And that is inner peace. 2 swords, 2 of air. Inner peace. 2 swords is usually a choice. Here it seems like the choice is made already, and it is the peaceful state that you get to once that choice is made. Once you see the 2 that end up out of this is a vision quest moment. That is the heavens evoking that change, that transformation. Definitely heaven sent. Definitely working out in your favor, Gemini. Look at that sunshine there. Wisdom with this big bird of insight here. Spirit sent towards you to fix this situation and transform it so that you can have some inner peace here. You had a part in transforming this situation as well, though, Gemini. I feel like you did release something here. You released something here. Something that you were tired of working on, that you weren't getting equal. Something that you were enduring through, that you stopped because of the injustice and because of your strength. You got something new. Maybe financial stability here. Some of you guys may be moving or building up some foundations for yourself. Looking all cute and pretty here. Look how she done fixed herself up. Some of y'all will be getting into you again. Some of y'all could have a fire sign coming your way. Could be. Ace of Fire. Again, come behind this Sun of Earth. So on its way. Could be Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Could be. Something good and power behind it is on its way to you. Yes, sir. Sunshine with the Queen of Wands. This is you building yourself up with that power. Queen of Wands is almost the Emperor by herself to me, the Empress by herself. She handles everything well. Emotions, stability, power. She makes her own power. She takes her own initiative. She transformed that situation to me, as I said, the Magician down here. Male or female, Queen of Wands power is you want to have it. You want to have it. That's a self-starting, self-motivating. I can handle it on my own. I'm going to change the situation. And you do, Gemini. You do. Find your happiness again after this new moon. Putting you back on track towards the new happy, the new blessings you're supposed to bring into yourself. Full out sunshine. And this deck is always happiness to me. Always happy moments. Coming across this new moon moment, which has got lots of firepower behind it to transition this situation from where it felt like it wasn't being fair to now something new, bright and sunny on its way for the Gemini. Great read. If you need to book personal, www.divinitygems33.com. Thank you for watching. Until next week.